Dougie's intermission stream was never my friend. It's goddamn illegal, is what it is. To start off a stream with an intermission should be illegal. And Dougie should be going to federal prison. Where is that button to turn that off? There it is! What's up, chat? Just watched a bunch of ANTHER live, and he's very overrated. But Pereira is the most overrated fighter in the sport. So ANTHER still wins. Rakic has a good shot, though. Yeah, I'm going to be picking Rakic, which is, you know, what's up, Toad? How are you, man? What's up? Definitely not Dana White. What's up, Cage? What's up, Nacho? How are you, man? Chris, you missed it by that much, brother. By that much. Let's get into it, boys. How are we? What's good? What's going on? Happy Tuesday to everybody. I'm going to be picking Rakic. It's not a main event, which means that pick is going to be correct, which is good. I think if ANTHER Live ever did face Alex Pereira, like I said, I think he would start slowly losing the exchanges on the feet and turn it into a very grapple-heavy style. I know he is a stand-up kickboxer generally, but he does have grappling to fall back onto. And I do think the Alex Pereira fight is something that he would use it against. But unfortunately, Serbian power is going to stop him. Cage says, I am... Okay, buddy. You're European, so, you know, there needs to be more of that over there. What the fuck is that screen? He's not wrong. It is fucking... I know. Imagine starting off a stream with just a holding screen. I should be ready to go, mate. I should be bloody ready to go. Time to put Discord notifications on for your lives. YouTube is taking everything that I want. Yeah, so if you want, dude, there's a channel in my Discord. It's called YouTube Channel Updates. The channel's locked, so no one else can post in there. Only me. And whenever I drop a new video or go live, it will ping to your phone. What's up, Tony 2 Stars? How are you, brother? What's going on, man? How are you enjoying work tonight? Are you working tonight? What's good? Yeah, how are we, chat? How are we? What is the news today? Cage, can you take away Doug's permission to post in that channel? Oh my god, that would be... Don't do it, Cage. I don't understand how Discord works. I'm holding on to the server by the sliverest of grips. Please. Gonna turn that on right now. YouTube Updates is the name. Yeah, YouTube Updates is the name. If you go to the channel, you'll see that it's just YouTube Updates in there. That's all it is. That's all that's been going on. So there was a bit of news coming out of the MMA world. We can get into that straight away. Dana White has said that he is having a meeting with the commission to try and figure out what's up, homework. How are you, man? Bryce Mitchell, fighter of the year. I don't think Bryce has fought this year, has he? Off memory, has he fought this year? Has he been back? Oh yeah, he had the based Bible segment in the Apex. He could be the fighter of the year. Yes, he can't. Sick. Yeah, so Dana White's going to be meeting with the athletic commissions to try and figure out what the hell is going on with the rankings, because the rankings dropped today and Khalil Roundtree didn't move at all. Was that last year at the Apex, not the AM, bro? How are you, by the way, man? What's been going on? Homework, how are you feeling about the upcoming 308? Only days to go. Did you see Bryce's experiment with a helicopter for concrete proof? Did you see Bryce's experiment with a helicopter for concrete proof on why the Earth isn't rotating? I've heard him say something about it. I think I know the one when I did my deep dive into whether or not the Earth is flat. And he goes, how come if the Earth is spinning at 1,000 miles per hour, if a helicopter flies straight up and hovers, the planet doesn't move below him? How come? See, you got to use discernment. It's because it's not moving, because the Earth is flat. And it says it right there in the Bible. I bloody love Bryce Mitchell, mate. I saw that. Why should Camille move up? Because he got brutally beaten. I think there should be some movement in the rankings. I think it probably should go. I mean, Khalil won a couple of rounds. Jamal Hill got absolutely starched in one round. Yuri Prohaska got starched in the first two rounds. So just off the top of my head, Toad, I think it should go Magomed Ankalaev as the number one contender. Rakic as the number 2. Rakic is ranked number 2. Yuri Prohaska is number 3. Jamal Hill is number 4. And Khalil Roundtree is number 5. Just off the top of my head, without looking at the rankings and who else is in the lightweight division, something like that. I think there should be fluidity and movement depending on how well you go against the champion. I'm as confident as ever. You should be feeling shaky, mate, because we know that Khamzat Chimaev has now entered his weight cutting stage, which means his immune system is under daily attack. So now is the time for you to be shitting bricks homework. Yeah, it is being censored in my comments. I know it is. That's why people spell it with a K-A-N-T, K-N-T. When I'm on my gaming channel for my own personal gaming, it's K-U-N-T. Bryce is a scientist. No time. I agree. He's one of the smartest men in the UFC. I completely agree. Not the AM bro. Bryce is a modern day Renaissance man. Fighter, rapper, scientist. What can't the man do? Win a UFC title. Win a UFC title. Discernment. You got to use discernment. Jamal should be above Khalil just based on him being a former champion. Jamal's status as former champion really annoys me, Tony. I'm not going to lie. Jamal Hill got thrust into championship competition because of a draw. I think he was ranked number 11th or number 7th when he fought for the title against a retiring Glover Teixeira. I don't like where Jamal Hill sits in the title picture. I'm not going to lie, mate. Khamzat has pulled out of one fight in 3 years. He didn't make the weight for the Nate Diaz fight, so he couldn't make the Nate Diaz fight, so that's 1. He couldn't make the Robert Whittaker fight, so that's 2. And he has said that the reason that he couldn't make the Robert Whittaker fight is because he got sick cutting weight. So Khamzat Chimaev's immune system is something to look out for. Whether or not he is pulled out for fights, yeah. I mean, he has pulled out for fights. He didn't make it to Nate Diaz. He didn't make it to Robert Whittaker. Yeah, I think it's a fair thing to be like, we're in the worrying phase for Khamzat Chimaev and his immune system. Khamzat gets a upset tummy any day now. This is what we're waiting for. What's up, Cayman? How are you, man? I love the flat earthers with just enough knowledge to make a good bit of people frustrated that they can't articulate what they're regarding. I love flat earthers with just enough knowledge to make a good bit of people frustrated that they can't articulate why they're regarding. Do you mean they're retarded? Is that what you're saying there? So you don't move up Khalil and make him face Hill or Yuri for a chance to move. So you don't move up Khalil and make him face Hill or Yuri for the chance to move up. I don't like evaluating fighters of losses because every time that's happened, the guy gets brutally KO'd. Can you reword that for me, Toad, please? So you don't move up Khalil and make him face Hill or Yuri for the chance to move up. I don't like elevating fighters off losses. I just think with the way that lightweight has been recently, you could evaluate the rankings on how well they have done against Alex Pereira. Considering that Yuri has fought Alex twice, Jamal has fought Alex, they haven't really had a chance to percolate with each other, but they're definitely still around the top of the division. So I'm going to go with that until you reword that. The Khamzat is sickly accusations are just baseless as Khamzat can't go 3 rounds accusations. I disagree, Tony. He got sick cutting weight for the Robert Whittaker fight, and his own team said that they needed to move camps back to Russia at a higher elevation to work on his cardio issues. Like that is from his own team. So I disagree with that. Sounds like you're being sarcastic. How dare you insult Bryce Mitchell? I genuinely love Bryce Mitchell. I'm not being sarcastic at all, not the aim, bro. I genuinely love him. What's crazy is Rob is the one with the tummy issues. That was like in 2017, homework. I think we're past that. Khamzat's tummy issues were this year. Jamal is looking like a Teletubby now. Yeah. But he always looks like that, doesn't he, Cayman? How's training going, man? Jamal is the only man ever to catch Alex's arrow. Never forget. True. He gets a rankings just for that. Nate Diaz declined to fight Chimaev. Homework, we went over this. Chimaev came in almost an entire weight class over fucking weight. Don't even start that again. Do not start that again, homework. Please, my brother in Christ. Jamal is one of those dudes that might not be able to shake off a loss very well and get back to the drawing board. There are certain guys that get back as soon as possible. Yeah, some guys, they take a loss and their career just plummets. So we'll see how Jamal Hill goes. What's up, Shotgun? Already into it with the Khamzat Chimaev back and forth, brother. But it's good. This is what we're here for. This is why we go live. That's false. Chimaev pulled out the Whittaker fight because he overtrained and got sick, which resulted in a low immune system. He got sick. He got sick before the Robert Whittaker fight. This is not a baseless accusation. He got sick before the Robert Whittaker fight. What are we arguing about here? This is Abu Dhabi. Chimaev probably doesn't even need to cut weight with their magical scales. Oh, Khabib versus Justin Gaethje. We've talked about the Diaz fight being kind of iffy. That was a very unpopular main event. And it just so happened that Holland Rodriguez, yes, we did talk about it being iffy, but still, Chimaev did not make the weight that he was contracted to make on that given day. I'm not saying actual words ever since I saw YouTube shadow delete my... Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. We'll go with regarded instead of retarded. Stop saying lightweight. It's hurting my brain. Oh, sorry, Nacho. Light heavyweight. My mistake, my friend. I firmly believe that had to do with the UFC trying to save face. You're talking about the... Let me finish what you're saying. He won the third round against Usman. If you got food poisoning while cutting weight, you would probably be in the hospital. If you got food poisoning while cutting weight, you would probably be in the hospital. Okay, so I firmly believe that had to do with the UFC saving face. I'm guessing you mean that has got to do with the Nate Diaz incident. He won the third round against Usman. I don't remember off the top of my head. I'm pretty sure I gave the last 2 rounds to Usman. If you got food poisoning while cutting weight, you'd probably be in the hospital. It depends how bad the food poisoning was. Chimaev said UFC wasn't mad at him for the 279. Dana actually thanked him because they would have gotten bad PR if the Diaz fight happened. Doesn't change the fact that he didn't make the negotiated weight on the negotiated date. If you are what you say you are, if I am whatever you say I am, then I wasn't. What's up, Paradox? How are you, brother? Abu Dhabi are sketchy as fuck. We saw Khabib miss weight against Gaethje and they let him go on. True. Also on the Charles Oliveira fight, every fighter that wasn't Islamic missed weight. Very weird. If you got food poisoning or cutting weight. Dougie, we all know Chimaev missed weight, but Diaz was the one who ultimately declined to fight him because he didn't make the weight. How do people not get this? Because you, Chimaev fans' homework, say that he's not pulled out of a fight in 3 years, but rocking up 10 fucking pounds overweight is as good as not making it to the fight when you're contracted to fight at a certain weight. Pereira was sick. Khalil was still a bum. Keep him number 8 until he proves himself against a top guy like Urian Hill. Okay. Oh, that's what you were trying to say before. Okay. I can understand that. I feel like the light heavyweight rankings could use a bit of a shuffle up. And Khalil Roundtree definitely winning half of that fight. It's sort of disappointing that he didn't move up at all. Homework is spitting facts. Homework is not spitting facts, mate. How can my dad claim to be a man, yet... Well, he can't. He can't. That's like Homework claiming that Chimaev didn't pull out of the Diaz fight. Watch Khamzat's weigh-in where he used the towel trick and they tried to call him as 166 pounds. Then they realized they fucked up. Shit is so suspicious, especially with Khabib's win against Gaethje. True. I didn't know about that one. I'll have to check that one. What pay-per-view was that one? Please remind me. There have been too many guys who lost more competitive fight the first and got crazy overrated until they got KO'd. The next fight for me to rate Khalil. Too many guys lost more competitive fight than the first thought, then got crazy overrated, then they get KO'd. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Like just because he had one great night, don't rate him too much because he could go back to mediocrity. I'm with you, Toad. Like Khalil could have just stepped up on the event. And also, I'm releasing a short tonight that's going to show that Alex Pereira had a fucking horrible weight cut. A horrible weight cut. They show backstage footage of it. We all know that, Dougie, you are scared to admit that Diaz declined to fight. I'm not scared to admit that he declined to fight, but you guys have to admit that Khamzat Chimaev did not make the weight that he was meant to make on the day that he was meant to make it. I literally say, I make fun of Diaz in my videos all the time as Mr. I'll fight anyone, anywhere, anytime. Khamzat Chimaev? Fuck that. I do that all the time. I mean, I haven't done it recently because Diaz hasn't been in the news. But if you watch some of my older videos with Diaz in the title, that joke is in every single one of those videos, man. I think the Whittaker fans, Dougie, talk about Khamzat's sickly problems because they hope the fight doesn't happen. I hope the fight does happen. I hope Whittaker... What's up? ITP? ITP, what's up? Let me slow this down so I can catch up on everybody. Let me slow this down so I can catch up on everybody. All right, we're going to slow the chat down for just a second, boys. Don't worry, it won't be too long, and then you guys can all go back to unmitigated madness. Customization, message delay, slow mode, 15 seconds, done. Let me just catch up with everybody here. Okay. Let me catch up on everybody. Jamal is looking like a Teletubby. Tony 2 studs. Dougie, we all know Chimaev missed weight. Where were you? I think the Whittaker fans, Dougie, talk about Khamzat Chimaev's sickly problems because they hope the fight doesn't happen. I hope the fight does happen. I hope Whittaker schools Chimaev. I'm going to be bragging so fucking much. If you are what you say you are, a superstar, then have no fear. Dougie wants Whittaker to fight another one of his unranked Dagestani. I want Whittaker to reclaim the title, and then I can put him in the top 5 of my GOAT list. I just jacked off. Thoughts? You shouldn't do that, ITP. You shouldn't do that at all. You should retain and become stronger. Diaz is supposed to fight anyone. It doesn't matter the weight if he's supposed... I know, and I think I'm bringing that up before I got to read it. Caring about another man's weight is super sus as well. Not in the fucking fighting business, homework. Wonderboy declined to fight Miguel Pereira over 3 pounds, but now that people are trying to spin the Khamzat narrative to make Diaz out to be the scrub, when it's unprofessional, Khamzat is not able to weigh in. Yeah, I know. It's crazy to be like, Khamzat's like only pulled out of 1 fight when he's rocked up well overweight. John Jones being a complete joke now, saying he wants to fight Poatan after Stipe. The man is terrified of the Englishman. He should be. Tom Aspinall destroys John Jones in 1 minute. I want to see them fight. I do want to see them fight. Isn't Diaz's whole thing fighting anyone, anytime, anyway? Yes. Again, I feel like you guys are... I'm not reading chat fast enough. But yeah, I brought that up. Homework. Fight Francis. He's never fought at middleweight in his career. Khamzat had to weigh in twice because they saw that he was doing the towel trick. He ended up making the weight. Excellent. That's why I didn't want to just blindly agree with that without being able to picture it. Dougie, I can see YouTube updates on your Discord. Dougie, I can't see YouTube updates on your Discord, just suggestions for YouTube. I will screen share it after I catch up with everyone, Chris. So, did Wonderboy pull out of the fight versus Michael Pereira? I don't remember hearing that narrative. Nothing that he deserved. Not that he deserved to be paid or anything. Dana White, always looking to save a buck. I literally admitted Chimaev missed weight. I never denied it. Well, then he missed the fight. So, what are we arguing about, homework? He's missed the fight. It's titled Khamzat Chimaev fluctuates 5 pounds during weigh-in and after appearing to hold takedown on the Mac Life YouTube channel. So, apparently, they made him weigh back in. More research will be needed. This is number 1 bullshit, brother. I will check it, Christian Grey. Hey, Chris, how do you like the new emoji? Imagine how corrupt it is to fluctuate by 5 pounds. It is, but if they did make him weigh back in, like Tony is saying, and Tony generally doesn't bullshit. I do believe what Tony is saying. So I'd love to know what pay-per-view that was, because we should be able to go back and watch the weigh-ins on YouTube. Definitely not Dana White. Why say that? Dougie, I'm actually more confident because I've seen Rob defending takedown earlier in some new training clips, and yeah, it's over for Rob. 1 round. That's all he's got to last, homework. That's all he's got to last. Khamzat was probably 200 pounds and missed weight bad. Whose fault was it that the fight fell through, to be honest with yourself? Yeah. Yep. You did it, Dougie. It took me a minute to catch up, Chris, but I got there, man. Yeah, but homework, you're talking about missing weight by 10 pounds doesn't matter. When it's worth... Yeah. Missing weight by 10 pounds is fucking everything. It's a lot. That's a lot of fucking weight, man. Larry says, Dougie, I'm sorry that I'm late. I was just catching up with your mum. She said you're doing well in school. I hope you know that I'm proud of you, son. Weird way to jump into the conversation. How are you, Larry? What's going on, man? I've been having problems where I just uncontrollably come in my pants and someone starts bullying me. What should I do? Strengthen your pineal gland. You know, just while you're hanging out and watching TV, clench for 3 seconds, release for 10, and then just slowly build it up over time. Oscar Willis beat the absolute shit out of that rooster, Ben Davis. This guy just gets beat up constantly by Silver's son, and now Oscar, what a goof. I haven't seen it. I can't find any back alley channels to watch the BKFC on. I've been trying relentlessly. What would happen if humans couldn't fart? They would pop from their stomach. People forget, man, it's not all people forget, man, it's not all peaches and creamville out there. Big meaty hooks. Come on. Did Nacho just say Khamzat has never fought at middleweight in his career? Completely incorrect. Don't start a fact-checking war with Tony. This is why I was like, let me see some evidence. Because Diaz declined to fight. Because Khamzat missed weight. Tony was talking about Nate Diaz. Homework, literally, no one is saying Diaz didn't decline. Yeah, no one is saying... Yeah, thank you, Paradox. Thank you, Paradox. Dear Homework, no one is saying that Diaz didn't decline. They're saying Diaz declined because Khamzat Chimaev severely missed weight. I must be the first here, always, or else the world stops spinning. People forget, man. The fact that an official tried to intentionally claim he was 166 is fucking insane. Yeah, he shouldn't have even been close to that. This isn't a pass for him, but Chimaev did say in a Russian interview that they told him to stop cutting and miss the weight so they could reshuffle the card. They did. He did say that, Larry. That was because they didn't like the way that his weight cut was going. Very similar to when Max Holloway was cutting weight to step in short notice for some fight. I can't remember which one it was. There was a fight. And even though Max Holloway was going to step in, he was stepping in short notice. He had to cut a bunch of weight. And the New York Commission were like, he needs to fucking stop cutting weight. It's not going to work out for him. Love the new emojis. They look mint. Nice, mate. When you put it in slow mode, I said that I was going to drop then I typed it. The previous message was shadow deleted. Well, the new one made it. Dougie, if Chimaev wins, you will never hear the end of it from me. Mate, you think I'm worried about if Chimaev wins? You should see my main event record. Things are fine. If you guys need a recipe for high testosterone cookies, I just come in the cookie dough. That's not how that works, Kenny. Otherwise, women would be jacked. I saw someone annihilate a deer on my drive back home. What's up, Aaron? How's your cat going? Dougie, can I send you the Oscar Willis versus Ben David? Yeah, please put it in the Discord. I'd love that. The PC muscle, not the pineal gland, the pelvic floor exercise. That's the one. Thank you, Larry. You know me and my dyslexia, especially when I'm trying to punch through these comments. We'll send it in the Discord. Please let me... Yeah, please do send it in the Discord. Chimaev also scammed his fans with a crypto coin, then claimed he didn't know what it was. Hard to take him at his word. Never forget Smash Coin, boys. Never forget Smash Coin. Good point, Nacho. Most commissions don't even allow the fight to go through if you miss weight that bad, which happens with Van versus the Daggy guy. If you rock up at 178, you've basically pulled out. I like that one, Toad. True. That's why I'm like jumping on this. Like when Homework keeps saying that Diaz chose not to fight him, it's like, of course Diaz chose not to fight him. The weight miss was unbelievable. Bet that deer felt good as fuck. What is going on with that? So Khamzat initially weighed in 175 at UFC 167. Then he did the towel trick and weighed in at 166. Then he cut more weight, ended up making weight at 171 on his third attempt. So that was at UFC 267. UFC 267. Okay, I'm going to take that. All right, I'm gonna do some research on that one. The fucking towel trick. UFC 267. Thank you, Tony. I appreciate it, man. Mac Life YouTube has the fight. Please react to it. Which fight? Are you talking about the Khamzat fight or the Oscar Willis fight? Which fight, Super Shotgun? Because I'm happy to bring it up on the screen and we'll watch it together. It was his dominant, the one where he fucking picked Li Jiang up, carried him across the cage and spanked him in front of Dana. I get that one. My cat is dead. Well, you know, I'm sure you have a shrine or an altar. Gonna rip this massive bong. Be right back. Cheers, boys. Good on you, Christian. Dougie. He was actually a couple of pounds away from making the weight before the doctors stopped the cut. Then he drank some fluids because the UFC told him to weigh in near the same as Holland. Okay, I can understand that, Homework, but you have to understand like the rush of madness that's probably going on backstage when he is struggling to make the weight. The doctors are like, stop the cut. The UFC now need to scramble to save the card because I'm pretty sure he was the main event against Nate Diaz. Like, there's a lot of moving pieces going on behind the scenes. It's not like they're telling everyone what's going on. And if some doctor says stop, like if one doctor from the commission tells Khamzat to stop cutting weight, and then he goes and drinks water and fucks up his whole weight cutting process without that doctor checking with the UFC or anyone else in the commission, it throws the whole fucking card out the window, which is probably why there is so much confusion about what happened that day. Especially when you've got Khamzat, who barely speaks English, with a doctor that might not. Like, there are so many moving pieces to what could have happened back there. It's kind of crazy to be like, this is what happened. It was because of this conspiracy. Like, if the UFC was that conspiratorial, I do not think we would be in the situation that we're in right now with Bilal Muhammad, Merab Dvalishvili, and Conor McGregor. Do you know what I mean? I think it would be pretty clear. I think, like, there wouldn't be this whole, like, is Kayla Harrison actually going to get the Juliana Pena fight? Like, there's so many things that go wrong for the UFC. To think the UFC had that much control over a conspiracy is a little insane. How do you think Rousey stayed dominant for so long? She got more than her fair share. Oh, she ate some fucking cookies. The dentist told my mum to stop swallowing and get on birth control because she was getting growths. All right, it's kind of disgusting. That's kind of disgusting. If Hamzat is a scammer, so is Dustin Poirier. I don't think Poirier released a crypto coin, mate. I think that was Tyron Woodley. Homework is correct. If he was having a rough cut to make 170, he weighs in the next morning at 179 while looking and standing healthy. That means they had already started rehydrating. I think we went over that. If they skipped over Leon and made CHIMAEV versus Usman at 278, he 100%, if they had skipped over Leon and made Usman versus CHIMAEV at 278, he 100% would have gotten KO'd. Oscar Fightman, come on. All right. We'll chuck it on. If I can find the link, I'll put it on. I mean, Chris said he's going to send it to the Discord. All right, we'll put it on towards the end. When chat slows down, there's always a part of the stream where chat slows down a little bit. That's when we'll chuck it on. Bro, you're not getting my point. Diaz is supposed to fight anyone, anywhere, anytime. So Diaz can miss weight and RDA can choose to fight him because he's a badass. I get that point, Homework. I get that point. I tease Diaz for that point. I don't get why people hold over his head. Nobody wanted to see him kill Diaz. You should be thanking him for missing weight. I get you what you're saying here, Homework. But to act like Hamzat Chimaev didn't miss weight is very disingenuous. It can be both things at once. Like, you can make fun of Nate Diaz for not wanting to take the fight when he claims to be a gangster that will fight anyone, anywhere, anytime. You can make fun of him for that. But at the same time, you also have to point out that Hamzat Chimaev did fuck that up and miss weight. Whether or not it was because a doctor told him to, whether or not it was because he was having a bad weight cut, whether it was because he has food poisoning, like with the Robert Whittaker, it's like, oh no, he doesn't get a sick tummy. He got food poisoning because he got a bad immune system because he overtrained. We're literally arguing over the tiniest of details here. Hamzat Chimaev couldn't make the weight to fight Robert Whittaker because he got sick, whether it's from weight cutting or overtraining or whatever. The cunt got sick. Oh, Hamzat Chimaev hasn't got a bad gas tank. That's never been tested. He's himself said that he needed to move up to elevation to work on his gas tank. Why are we arguing about this? Look, I don't care for Chimaev very much. I just give accurate information. I don't like MMA fortune telling. We do not have crystal balls. If we did, we'd be a lot richer. The fact that they tried to claim he was 166 was the alarm bells. What the fuck are we even doing here? I mean, if they made him go back and re-weigh in, then, I think we're all good, right? Oscar fight. I don't get why. Homework wanted to see it. Not like they actually told him to miss. It's not like they actually told him to miss. Not because it was getting dangerous, but for the purpose of being able to shuffle the card. No, we don't know that, Larry. We do not know that. Because of Chimaev's weight miss, Nate Diaz got a nice send-off, true, and the UFC hates doing that, by the way. So again, you can't act like the UFC wanted to do that. And that interview got taken down and scrubbed off the web. I don't know why it would have helped, not him saying something he shouldn't have had. It's on the Mac Life YouTube, bro. Jesus Christ, this guy. What's up, TCW? How are you, man? Dougie, have you ever spent the night with... No, that's really not for me. No, that's not my style, mate. Let's go, Johnson Lott. What's up? Diaz is a pipsqueak victim who's way undersized for welterweight as it is. True. Magomed doesn't come to this chat often anymore. Do you think he really wants the Pereira fight? We do miss Magomed around here. He was one of the old school ones. Do you think he really wants the Pereira? Yes, I think he desperately wants the Pereira fights. The big difference between allowing a uni deal champ to happen and feeding a fan favorite vet to a big scary young Russian as he is going away present. Big difference between allowing a uni deal champ to happen and feeding a fan favorite vet to a big scary young Russian he has going away present. As he's going away. Oh, right. You're talking about setting up the fight. I'm with you, Larry. Sorry. Big difference between allowing a Unideal champ to happen and feeding a fan favorite vet. But the UFC wants to devalue their fighters as they leave because the UFC have a renegotiation clause in the contracts. Hamzat lost to a 36-year-old Burns. No, he didn't lose that fight. And honestly, Dougie, he missed weight at 170. Kind of irrelevant to him making 185 for the Rob fight. He got food poisoning while cutting the weight, so unlikely it happens again. Well, according to Homework, his immune system crashed while he was cutting weight to 185. And I don't think it isn't irrelevant because Alex Pereira used to be able to make 185, and now he's struggling to make 205. Like, as people age up, these weight cut issues happen more and more. So I don't think it is irrelevant. Hamzat's tank isn't great. I agree. What are you talking about, Dougie? He didn't pull out because of weight cutting for the Rob fight. He pulled out because of the bad immune system, which means he couldn't cut the weight because he was getting sick. How can you cut weight if you're getting sick? It makes me feel alive again when I'm actually on Doug's side. I agree with what he's saying. Cook him, Doug. Thank you, Nacho. It looks like I'm in one of these heated debates again, but that's all right. I will survive. The argument may also be if he slowed down his early onslaughts, he'd have more in the tank. It might be. That's true. But again, I'm using his team's own words here. Like, they moved the camp to elevation so he could have a bigger gas tank. CHIMAEV Diaz was one of the worst matchups in UFC history, so I really don't care about it. It's completely Hamzat's fault. Yeah, I don't care about it. It is Hamzat's fault. I can agree with all of that. Magomed is training. Good. Dougie is the romantic type. No, I just don't really want to get spanked by a leather paddle with spikes on it. You know what I mean? I hope these guys know that it's the same officials calling weight at almost all events. Have nothing to do with the commission. It's not an Arab sheikh calling out weights in Abu Dhabi. I thought it was the commissions that does the weigh-ins, Tony. Because of, again, I'll bring up the Max Holloway argument because it was the New York commission that didn't want Max Holloway to keep cutting weight. So I thought it was the local commissions that run the weight cuttings. Like here in Australia, when you go to Perth, you have to weigh in 24 hours before the fight, not 48 hours before the fight. So it's the regional commissions that are doing the weight cutting. It makes me feel dead inside that I couldn't give a fuck about this topic. Missing weight should make us talk about fighters less. Get with the program. It's a bad one. I had a fun stream planned for us today, but it went in this direction. Dougie putting words in my mouth. Why didn't he make it to... Oh, please educate me. Why didn't he make it to the Whittaker fight? What health issue was it this time? What health issue was it this time that Hamzat Chimaev didn't make it to the fight that isn't his fault? Homework was wrong about it, I'm going to be honest. Rate my Dougie impression. It was pretty good, no chill. It was pretty good. And you are right. If they're not Aussie, they don't make the list. Also, I don't know what the Dougie laugh is either. When someone was like, do the Dougie laugh, I was like, what is the Dougie laugh? Hamzat's immune system didn't crash to the weight cut. It crashed due to overtraining, hence why he changed gyms. Okay, so is his immune system still an issue or not? If he had something that happened to his immune system 3 months ago, does it fucking matter what the specific details of it are? The dude had an immune system problem 3 fucking months ago. Got to tone down my... I just hit 218. Not sure what to mean with that. No chill. He pulled out of the Rob fight because he got sick. I'm just saying it almost sounds like you're banking on Hamzat pulling out due to illness, which I find copy. No, Tony, I'm not banking on that. I'm just poking fun at Homework that we are now in the danger phase for the Hamzat Chimaev fans. I am 100% confident that Robert Whittaker can handle Hamzat Chimaev's takedown offense for the first round and then drag him into a further 20-minute war and win on the scorecards. MacLife YouTube channel. I will super shotgun. Thank you for reminding me a third time. I'm with you. I'm picking up what you're saying. I will when the chat slows down. It was going on since the start of the first camp for Rob, so it's still an immune system situation. It was pretty bad, no chill, but that's hard for Yanks to do Aussie. Yeah, mate, you just got to pull on your A's and your R's. You just start off every Aussie impression with just saying, fucking hell, cunt. Fucking hell, cunt. No, he's not fucking going. I'm not putting Alex Pereira on the list. He hasn't got any fucking takedown defense, cunt. There you go. To be fair, had he mauled Nate, if Tony hadn't shot, he'd probably have beat a mid-D. Oh, man, he would have fucking destroyed Diaz. Destroyed. I want to get spanked with a leather paddle with spikes on it, says Kenny. Good for you, mate. I'm not going to yuck your yum. I'm just saying it's not for me. The commissions usually have the same guys calling the weight, just like Herb Dean is a ref in multiple commissions. It's never an Arab guy in Abu Dhabi. It's the same white guy as it is in Nevada. I'm with you. Right. Same bloke licensed to different athletic commissions. I'm with you. Overtraining made him get a weak immune system, which has led to him getting sick. And, oh, good. I'm happy it was the overtraining that made him get sick. And now that he's moved to a harder camp at higher elevation, everything's going to be fine. I'm happy we fixed that issue. No worries. What's up, Predator? How are you, man? We're arguing about Khamzat Chimaev again. Don't let any of this distract you from the fact that Max Holloway is a dead man walker. What's up, Aussie? How are you, dude? Don't let any of this distract you from the... Again, Tony, I had a really fun stream planned for today, but it's that one's out the window. We'll probably do it tomorrow. I can see why some might... Oh, you're at 218 pounds? You're a fat, aren't you, No Chill? Tuna and water for a week, cunt. Bring that weight down. I can see why some might say it'd be gangster for Nate to let Khamzat cheat and fight him anyway, and think it'd be kind of a bitch move to let him pull that, to be honest. Yeah. No, I think the way things worked out were fucking great. And we got that amazing Nate Diaz submission right at the end of the fight. It was awesome. Bro, people who are preying on Khamzat's downfall and pleading Khamzat pulls out again, people who are preying on Khamzat's downfall, well, I am not homework. I'm just pointing out that you guys are in the danger period. I am fat as hell. Tuna and water cunt. Where are we at? Khamzat can't lose if he never fights. Undefeated. Can't lose if you never fight. I'm going to come. Fighters say all the time, if you train super hard, it's way easier to get sick. You probably need to rest and recover your body, which he is doing now. I hope so. I want to yuck your yuck. Don't yuck anyone's yum. You know, if that's what they like, let them do it. You know, just don't force it on the kids. Ever since he got bad COVID, causing him to pull out against Leon 3 times, he got a sick a bunch. Yeah, that's what I think has happened. I think his immune system is wrecked because of other things. Dog pound, gotta get... I don't know what any of that is, Chris. Dougie, you look like you need that hot tour. I'm a bit tired from work. I'm not going to lie. The weather's warming up. Enough of this Khamzat chalk, please. We all agree he dropped 4 fights because, yes, I agree. It's not important to the discussion. True. Now the cope is switched. Doesn't matter why his immune system is crashed. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Yeah, it's because he actually rested Co. Okay. No chill. All right, cool. The co-host of Whitaker on his podcast was doing some tape study on Khamzat and sending all Khamzat weaknesses. He keeps on tipping to Rob to not just drill a takedown defense, but Khamzat striking too. Yeah, Khamzat striking isn't the strongest. You know, he turned a Gilbert Burns fight into a war. Khamzat is a prostitute. Okay. Now, well, I think he's actually moved back to his original camp, by the way, Shotgun. That's why I think Whitaker could pull it off. I agree. Why did that crash? Is that crash? No, that's still there. Good. I'm hoping Robert KOs him, but I don't see that happening. I see it being a decision. Can we leave the Khamzat co-fight? Okay, let's leave it. Let's pause Khamzat Chimaev. I'm actually hyped for this PFL card, not going to lie. I'm going to miss it. I'm going to be at a mate's house this Saturday night. Dougie, do you know what the grapefruit technique is? I don't. He didn't pull out against Leon 3 times. All right, we're parking the Khamzat stuff. We're parking the Khamzat stuff. All right. What should we do? Should we watch the Ben Davis fight, or should we do the who's going to win the fighter of the year? You guys can decide. What do you want to do? Do you want to watch the Ben Davis fight? I'll screen share it on the screen. We can watch it together. Or do you want to argue about who is going to be the fighter of the year? You guys vote for it. Let me explain how earlier is the fight of the year after 308. Let's watch the Huck Tour pod. Never. Look at the Discord. I sent it there for you. Thank you, Christian Gray. Super Shotgun wants to watch the Ben Davis fight. RIP DJ Aiden. Poor DJ Aiden. Pereira's winning fighter of the year. People will argue Ilya, but he won't get it. The debate has already started. How many people have voted? 13 people have voted. How many people are in here? Let's have a look. Let's have a count. Let's have a taste. How many people are in here? 18 people are in here. Can we get a few more? Can we get a couple more votes? 15 people are in here. 13 people have voted. 14 people have voted. It's going to be a Fighter of the Year argument. Sorry. Alex, no question about it. You'd think that, wouldn't you? You know what? Let me attack the Poetards. Pereira Glaze inbound. All right, let's do it. Let's switch over to the Fighter of the Year debate with 15 minutes left on the stream. Sorry, who's been calling for the fucking bench? Sorry, Shotgun. I'll watch it in my own time. Maybe I'll make a video on it. Bruce Buffer, what's up, man? How you going? And let me get my studio mode up. Oh, yeah, here we go. And then we want to open up this one. Oh, yeah. Here we are. Here we are. And now, like Super Shotgun, let us transition. Oh, that's clean. That was a clean transition. 3 fights in 6 months, so it's not even close. People are going to get so angry. What's about to happen? Oh, shit. All right, the 2025 Fighter of the Year. Roundtree kind of looks like Romero. This is not Pereira Glaze. Let everyone vote. Read not the AM, bro. I'm coming back. I'm going to read everybody. Sorry, mate. Not the AM, bro. Read not the AM, bro. Not the AM, bro. Read not the AM, bro. You know, you could have just typed it again, not the AM, bro. I don't know where... You're going to have to type it again, mate. I'm sorry. I've missed it. You know I try and read everyone's chats. I apologize. Fighter of the Year is Alex, no question. Let me attack the Poetards. 3 fights in 6 months, not even close. Pereira Fighter of the Year being fat, injured Jamal. Yeah, this is why. Wait, 18 people are in here and 9 have liked the stream. What the fuck are you guys doing? And then losing 2 rounds to the 8th-round fighter. I know the chat hates Ilya, but if he beats Max, he deserves to be the Fighter of the Year. So, Ilya Topuria. If Ilya Topuria knocks out a prime Max Holloway and knocks out Alexander Volkanovski, do an impression of yourself busting. Thank you, Kenny. Oh, fuck, get out of the way. Oh, God. All right, so thank you for the $5, Kenny. I really appreciate it, man. I really, really appreciate it. There is legitimately no other debate for Fighter of the Year. It has to be Alex Pereira. Classic Dougie missing MMA cards to go and get drunk with his mates because his mates don't watch MMA and get drunk and watch MMA because they don't watch MMA. Yeah, pretty much, mate. I'm uncomfortable. Don't do it, Doug. It's literally under a 2-minute fight, bro. Plus, Ilya killed the welterweight champ. That counts towards Fighter of the Year. Get out of the way. Ilya, beating short notice fighters doesn't get you Fighter of the Year, then struggling and losing rounds against Khalil while simultaneously ducking the best fighter in your division. Why does Nacho always have such terrible opinions? Nacho doesn't always have such... So, Fighter of the Year debate. Valentina Shevchenko has become the first fighter to complete the Ruby quest and get every single Ruby on the fucking belt. Just by the way, she's also been like the most dominant champion in the UFC now, having lost her belt and win it back. Just by the way. Who else? Oh, yeah, this is the other one that I wanted to bring up. I knew this was going to piss people off. Get that WMA fighter out of here. Now, I'm being dead serious, guys. If this man pulls off the win, does he become the GOAT of the sport? What's up, Aussie? Does he become the GOAT of the sport? No, he doesn't become the GOAT of the sport. But is he? He doesn't become the GOAT of the sport. That's retarded. I shouldn't have said that. But he does make himself eligible to be in the discussion, right? Imagine if he knocks out John Jones. Homework is cooking. Oscar beat the fuck out of that soy boy MMA media member and you're all acting like it didn't happen. Super Shotgun, I will watch it and I will talk about it at the start of the next stream or I might make a video on it tomorrow. Ilya looks maxing. Val definitely it. Ilya is supposed to win Fighter of the Year with 0 defenses. No, if he beats Max Holloway, not the Amber. I'm saying if he beats Max Holloway. Nunes ducked a rematch with Cyborg. That is true. Why is Val here? She's the first fighter to complete the rubies on the belt, and she's now the UFC's longest running champion. Valentina got me barking on all fours. Predator's bricked up. We are live. Fight of the night, Charles Johnson. Fight of the night is for Charles. Fighter of the year is Charles Johnson. The argument for Ilya if he beats Max when it's only Pereira. If Tom had better heavyweights to maul, I'd say him. Yeah, true, if Tom had better heavyweights. There is no way Ilya Topuria is the fighter of the year, man. If he beats Max Holloway, he might be. If it's not Alex, it has to be Bilal. What? That's my only thing. 50-45ing Leon and Shavkat. Oh, that's true. Fuck, I can't put Bilal on here. I can't put Bilal. All right, let's put Bilal on here. What if Bilal wins? Then maybe it's Bilal Muhammad. This is Prate's year. He owns the UFC. Pereira's year. Yeah. People saying that Alex Elliott isn't the fighter of the year are just trying to look like hardcore fans. You think real MMA fans would appreciate 3 defenses in 7 minutes? I think Pereira is the fighter of the year, just by the way, Nacho. I just thought I would get this conversation going. Grasso beat her ass. She's Grasso's daughter. Nobody cares about this rubies. She can spin on mine if she wants pay-per-view points, though. Goat of the sport. He's not even top 50 his own time in his own division. Stipe is 100% top 50. Shut up, not the aim, bro. Don't say dumb things like that. True. Ilya is going out and buying a BMF belt. It's funny as fuck. It is. Fuck, I missed it. What's up, Bilal? It's good, eye. You're all good. Yeah, how long's it been? It's all right. We're going to pick this argument up tomorrow. Douglas Shaman Demon. Bilal would teach Ilya a life lesson. He's good at trash talk, but he's been doing too much. True. Ilya, the Sigma Rizzler Topuria. I know, right? How good is that photo of Ilya? 2 title wins for Ilya over the 2 greatest featherweights ever is worth a lot more than Alex defending 3 times against losers. Oh, are spanks allowed in MMA? They are. No, but it's only due to inactivity. If Tom does, he'll be more viable. No, but it's only due to the inactivity. If Tom does it, he'll be more viable. If Tom... I need more than that, TCW. Valentina is so boring now, though. I don't riz, I just jizz. Jamal Hill and Yuri both came back from career-changing injuries too soon on short notice, and the Poetards think he is fighter of the year. You do have to say homework, though. His activity is insane, right? Ilya brings in his BMF belt from Amazon. Yeah, it's so good, man. Bryce Mitchell. Bilal did cook. Mo sent me the updates on it. There are 34 UFC light heavyweights. 44% of the division is ranked, and Alex is still ducking his number 1 contender. Oh, that's a good point. Dude, these motherfuckers be ignoring the most active champ. Let me know when Alex is fighting the rightful number 1 contender. Not Stipe, I'm talking about the Rat Topuria. Even if Ilya knocks out Max, Pereira will still be fighter of the year since he is the most active. Joan, you don't think that what you do with that fight matters? Like Ilya Topuria knocking out Max Holloway, Bilal Muhammad knocking out Leon Edwards. Let's say he finishes Shavkat Rakhmonov. Not going to lie, the one dude who said Charles Johnson was cooking that dude deserves it more than Alex Pereira. Why are people talking like Ilya has already beat Max? Literally pointless to try and argue for Ilya over Alex at this point unless you are retarded. Nacho, we're having a hypothetical debate. Let's say Ilya beats Max. Then surely he is in the conversation with Alex Pereira for Fighter of the Year. Pereira has been more significant to the sport as a whole this year than anyone else. He became the biggest star in the sport and saved multiple cards. I can agree with that. Alex didn't fight injured Yuri in 2024, to be fair. Yeah, Yuri was ready to come back. If Stipe beats John Jones, he would officially become the Fighter of the Year. Nice one, Aussie. Pereira could also headline the biggest card of the year. He did, yep. If Stipe KOs Jones, he is the Fighter of the Year. Can you add an Anthony Smick pick with sad eyes just for the lulz because the guy fucking sucks? Most active against the losers. Bilal knocking out Leon Edwards. Sorry. You're right. Bilal beating Leon Edwards. Okay, where's my, because it is unfair to not have Alex Pereira on this list, right? Well, we got to have Alex Pereira on this list. Bilal, Ilya, we got to talk about Max. If Max beats Ilya, Max is 100% on the list. Why do I not have a photo of Alex Pereira ready to go? It's like I don't have Alex Pereira on any tier lists. So why don't I have a photo of Alex Pereira? I surely have a photo of Alex Pereira somewhere. Where's my photo of Alex Pereira? I should have a photo of Alex Pereira. Where is Alex Pereira? Drake Duplessis. How do I not have a photo? There he is. Jesus Christ. He's all the way down the bottom of the list. Okay. Jesus Christ. So, the way I see it, if Ilya wins, if Max wins, this is the race so far. And then Valentina Shevchenko is like a honorable mention. Do you know what I mean? This is how I see the race so far. Let me know what you guys think about that. Let me catch up and read everybody. Fighter of the Year 2025 is going to be Jacqueline Phoenix. In the fight business, you have to prove you deserve it. Jacqueline understands that. If you do that, you get what you fucking deserve. True. How are there two former champions losers, Tony? I thought you liked the stats. This is like a fake hardcore. This is like the fake hardcores last year who said Islam was Fighter of the Year over Strickland while not really understanding what Fighter of the Year means. So what does it mean to you, Toad? In my eyes, you need to fight 2 more times in a calendar year to be eligible. Oh, that puts Valentina Shevchenko all the way down here. Wasn't Magomed said that he want the fight in Abu Dhabi? No champ chooses where they fight. No, it was just Magomed only suggested that. What he said is he didn't want to fight through Ramadan, which was UFC 300. Where is Trevor Peake? Good question, Christian Gray. How beating Max can get you to be Fighter of the Year? Max lost to Volk 3 times. Because Max seems to be in his prime. What's up, 316 Immortal? How you been, man? Max seems to be coming into his prime now. So, yeah, I think like people change as they age, and Max seems to be getting better and better. And beating Justin Gaethje, weight class up, and beating Ilya... Oh, you're talking about how can Max get you to be Fighter of the Year? Yeah, well, because Max is in his prime now. That is why. Bilal is the most unlikable champion. Hope he loses to Shavkat. Fair. Alex beating Yuri is more impressive than Max beating Gaethje. Alex beating Yuri is more... No, I disagree with that. Volk should get another go at Islam Makhachev. He should. Dougie, you know what? Let's add Robert Whittaker to the list, because taking a short notice fight against Ikram and then getting dominated by Hamzat, let's go, alhamdulillah, brother. I mean, that doesn't make him Fighter of the Year. It gives him an honorable mention. We got to talk about Jake Collier. We got to talk about Jake Collier. Knockout machine. Not if, but when Stipe inevitably KOs John Jones, goes to number 1, followed by Alex. Okay, so if Stipe knocks out John Jones, would he become the Fighter of the Year? With Alex Pereira being a very, very close second, next to Ilia Topuria. It would probably look like that then, yeah? Man, imagine if Stipe Miocic knocks out John Jones and becomes the Fighter of the Year. Oh, left a surprise in the Discord. Oh, I can't wait. The Val disrespect is real. Dude, no one even wants her on the list, Chris. I'm respecting her. Whaley Zhang just sitting on her ass. Yeah, I know. We should kick her. We should fire her. Left a surprise. Where is Snoop Dogg? Where is Snoop Dogg? Where is Schmitty? Fighter of the Year is the fighter who shined over the year most and became the biggest star headlining UFC 100 and saving multiple cards is that. By the way, Toad, I do think that Alex Pereira should be the Fighter of the Year. Tony Ferguson for Fighter of the Year? Yes, mate. Hi, Doug. Sorry I didn't say hello. You're all good, 316 Immortal. Thanks for jumping in and saying hi. I really appreciate it, man. It's good to see you. Pantoja is Fighter of the Year? No. Fuck. Man, Pantoja gets no credit, huh? Where is Pantoja? I mean, if he beats Kaya Sakura from Ryzen. Jeez, I don't even have it. Fuck, that's how little hype we give to Pantoja. Pantoja Miocic headshot? No. You know what? I would honestly rate Valentina Shevchenko higher than Pantoja for Fighter of the Year. Oh, no, but he's been more active. He's been way more active. Nah, mate, still second. Agree, needing to fight at least twice, except if that one fight is coming back after 4 years to KO, Juices included, the go. Yeah, like if he does KO John Jones, it's pretty big, right? If Stipe knocked out John Jones, I'd lock them both in a room for the rematch. Can't be wrong about this. If Stipe does knock out John Jones, I'd knock him out. I can't wait till El Matador runs up a weight division so Islam can kick Ilya's hand sanitizer target into orbit. What the fuck? The fuck Val won one fight. She is the longest active champion in the UFC now that she has won her belt back, and the first UFC champion to complete the Ruby quest on the UFC belt. Alex is fighter of the year. The Whaley being inactive is strange because not even the media are... Yeah, I know, it's very, very weird. It will be Alex or Ilya, I think so. It's crazy because I enjoy Pantoja. I find his style to be a bit boring. While she's showing up to watch every pay-per-view, yeah, she can be in the country, she can be training, she can be in front of the media, she just can't seem to fucking fight. Whaley should be stripped. Yes, the entire women's roster should be kicked. Debate title fight is yeah, it is, but it just goes to show how shit his division is. And I don't think you can become fighter of the year when your division is so shit. They literally have to bring in stars from other organizations to help prop it up. So even then, Valentina is getting put ahead. People act like fighter of the year is the GOAT list for some reason. Yeah, I know, Toad. Like, to me, it's Alex Pereira, Ilya Topuria if he beats Max Holloway, or Max Holloway if he beats Ilya Topuria. Stipe, it all depends on how he goes against John Jones, and I think he's going to lose that fight. And Bilal Muhammad, I think he's going to lose to Shavkat. So to me, it looks like this. This is my real fighter of the year sort of race. This is my race to fighter of the year as I see it so far. Kenny says, I love poop. Whaley's... Oh, I don't want to read this one. Hang on, where are we at? It's been an hour. Let me read everyone's chats and then we'll get out of here. Larry is the last one. All right, where are we at? Whaley's needs to be... Okay, all right. Thank you, Aaron. I'd like to see Whaley stripped, but she should keep her title. All right, degeneracy hour has begun. Alex unquestionably should be maybe better to focus on countering the arguments for others than retiring the argument for him. Yeah. True. I got to go. See you, Tony. Thank you, man. I appreciate you being here, brother. I always appreciate the debates. Poatan and Whaley both fought at UFC 300. Poatan fought twice since then, and Whaley hasn't done shit and is nowhere to be seen. That's the biggest thing for me with Whaley. Like, I understand having not fought already. I can appreciate that. But to not even have her next fight booked is kind of disgusting. The reason why Kaya Sakura immediately got the title shot is because he will attack 100K. He will attract 100K pay-per-view buyers in Japan. I agree, Aaron, completely. It's because he gets fucking numbers, mate. Big old numbers. If they want to use it to build a star instead of recognizing a star, though, there may be a good case for Bilal. If Bilal beats Shavkat, he goes right up there. He goes right up there. Pantoja also lost to Steve Erceg. Steve Erceg lost it. Bedtime MMA lost that fight, mate. Pantoja looks like the red angry bird. Kind of does, doesn't he? Stipe going to KO John the way Francis KO'd Stipe. We will celebrate. We might go to the pub. We might go to the pub for that one. If I'm saying it. Chat, I'm saying it. If Stipe Miocic KOs John Jones, we switch the stream from the desktop version to my mobile. We go live vertically and we walk down to the pub and get celebration beers together as a live stream. Pantoja is so boring. Hope Asakura beats him. Asakura likes to stand and bang and has judo to take Pantoja down. Pantoja will do what he always does, lose on the feet, and then backpack decision of victory. All right, that's it, everybody. I hope we had a bloody good stream. I hope we had a good time. I hope we enjoyed ourselves. I hope you guys enjoyed the Fighter of the Year discussion. It's going to be interesting to see which way the race goes for the rest of the year, depending on who wins these fights. I think right now it is between these three. These three seem to have pulled away from the rest of the pack. Stream until UFC 310? No. There will be, thank you 316 Immortal for the $3. I really appreciate it, man. God bless you, sir. I really bloody appreciate it. And, shit, somebody else donated. Thank you very much for the other donation. I think it was Kenny. Kenny, thank you so much for the other donation. $5, I believe. Thank you. No matter what happens, it's Alex Pereira. I do think if Ilya Topuria knocks out a peak Max Holloway and knocks out Alexander Volkanovski, that is more impressive than knocking out Jamal Hill off short notice. Just saying. I do agree. I do think that. Thank you again for the further $3. 316 Immortal. I really, really, really appreciate it, man. Dear Guru, I wrote you, but you still ain't calling. Rigo. Yeah, what is going on with that? Anyway, I'm out of here. Guys, there'll be a video tomorrow. Any suggestions? Chuck them in the chat. Otherwise, I'll come up with something. I got an idea of what I want to do. So yeah, I'll chuck them in the Discord for me. You got any video ideas? Until then, I will see you guys tomorrow. There'll be another stream, same time, same place tomorrow. See you then. Check the Discord for notifications. Make sure you have the bell on for notifications as well. Have a good night. Have a good day. Have a good afternoon in Canada. A good night in America. A good day in England, and a good afternoon in Australia. See you, boys. Have a good one. On ya bloody legends. You fucking sick cunts. You're a bunch of fucking legendary sick